Hey, welcome back to edtech. In today's tutorial, I am going to teach you part 4 of my tutorial for building the personal portfolio page or website for your freeCodeCamp front-end web design certification. So until now, what have we done in the website? We have done the About section, which is about your introduction here. Yeah, then you have done your work section in the last tutorial, where in the work section you have done all your completed projects, inserted them here. Yes, and if you remember, in the show all button, the show all button will take you to your page. So I'm not taking it there now because I'm in the midst of my recording. So after I finish, I'll show you this part as well, the complete part. Then you have your contact section. You have your contact section, which we haven't done. Here you'll have to put all your social media contacts. Yeah, so let's get started without wasting much time. At the end of it, I will again show you what all parts we have done by clicking the respective parts. Yeah, and I'll also I have also opened up all my social media pages so that I can insert the required links. Yeah. Now, one more thing before we start. For your settings, if you go to your settings here, what I've done is here in the CSS, just go down. Yeah. So look here in the search bar, because we are going to use this, we'll be needing the icons for social media, right? So go and type over there font awesome. Font awesome. See, then this will come up. Press it. Then it will show here. It will show here save. Save and close. That's it. Yeah, then you can see everything is the, so we need to do that in the settings so that when you do the coding for your social media icons, it will show. Otherwise, it will not show even if you do your styling and other codes. So let's get started with our HTML code first. Okay. So here is our HTML code. Until now we have completed until here the show all section, and the div is closed. So let's start from there. Okay, a new section we have to create. Where's my page taking me? It's jumping again, the code pen. Okay, here you go. So let's create a different section for this. Let me leave enough space. Yeah, okay. Okay, so section, create a section. Then close the section. Okay, don't forget to close the section at all times. Section, after that you need to give a ID to the section which you will require for the styling, right? Okay, so ID, I call it like contact, that's up to you. Because this is a contact section, so I call it contact. Yeah, then I need to give it a class. Oh my God, why is this jumping? Sorry for the disturbance in the internet. It's jumping too much. Okay, the class is I call it contact section. Yeah, contact section. And then under this section, so we've created a section for this, and then under this, within this section for contacts, we need to create the different respective divs for the different contacts. Yeah, so first one, I prepare a div for the header. So let's prepare that first. Okay, so let's call it div class contact header to give it a class because we need to style it. This is a header for the contact. That's why I need to call it contact header. Otherwise, it will get confused with other headers here in the other sections. Because the styling sheet needs to know what header it is that we are referring to. Yeah. Then go here within that section, within that div, go to prepare your header, which is h1, of course. Always do like this so that you're not confused. Then within the h1 header, you need to write what you want to write. So in my case, I've written, that's up to you what you want to write here. So I've written like, let's get social, totally up to you what you want to write. Yeah. Okay, so save it. Then after that, I want to prepare the other div sections for the other social links because this is just for the header itself. Go out of this, create the other div. Always make the closure beforehand so that you don't miss it out. Give it a class because here one of the requirement is you need to give a class of one of the divs as social links and connect it to your freeCodeCamp or GitHub link. So that's what I'm doing, the first one. So this is div class. I call it social links. Yeah, because this is the social media links. Okay. Now the first link, because remember for the links you require to give the tags, the A tags, remember? Okay, for the hyperlink. So A, let me just close it first. Okay, and then ahref, this is for the hyper tags, the links, the hyperlinks. Let's say I want to connect it to my GitHub link. Okay, so I want to give it the GitHub link. Now this is my GitHub. So I go here and I quickly copy the URL, Control C. Then I go back here and then I paste it here, Control V. There you go. Then after that, the requirement is you need to open it. You need to be able to open it into another tab. So what is the code for that? If you remember, target blank. So within that, target equals underscore blank, remember. When you do like this, it will open up into the new page. My video is very shaky now, so I will show you all these at the end of the video. I'm not opening the other tabs because then might not be able to come back to finish the video. Sorry about that. The connection is very shaky today. Okay, so target blank. So you can just watch this first and then at the end I'll show you. Okay. Then after that, what else you need? You also need an ID, right, for the hyperlink. So ID. Sorry, ID. Okay, what do I give for the ID? It is mentioned over there in your question, portfolio link. For the GitHub or FCC, it has to be called the portfolio link. That is the ID. So, oh sorry, not portfolio link, profile link. That's the requirement. You can check up your question. Okay, so I call it profile link. Okay, then I need to give a class. So I've given an ID, I've given a target. Okay, I need to give a class. So the class, because these are social media buttons, so I give it a class of BTN. Again, I leave it to you. You can call it button also, whatever you feel like. So I just call it button and then contact point. I leave it to your choice, whatever you want to call it. Button and then contact point, because I want to use it later for my styling. Yeah, and then inside the a link and tag, you also need to provide your icon link, remember, so that it will show you the icons. So this is the I class. So what is the class? Now, how do you get this? For the GitHub and other such things. So basically, if you remember, we've already gone to font, we've already given the font awesome. I showed you at the beginning of the video how I put the setting, the CDN link of font awesome into the settings of CSS, if you remember. So the other way, that is for making sure that the CDN link is there, so it's connected to the font awesome website, so that it will refer to it while doing your coding. And then individually, I mean, this you can remember, the code for font awesome is, first let me write it down here, then I'll show you a tricky way of getting it. So I class equals, let me just shift this a bit. Okay, oh my God. Why is this so shaky? Okay. Within the inverted, it is for font awesome, it's always like this: fab, far, GitHub. And when it is for Facebook, it will be fab far Facebook. For Twitter, fab far Twitter. For Pinterest, fab far Pinterest. So the user, like here, the GitHub is the user, so far GitHub. And for Pinterest, whatever. So the user will be replaced here after the hyphen. So it's like that. And this, you can remember it this way because it's always like this. But however, in case you forget and you want to know, what you can do is you just need to go to font awesome website. Just Google for font awesome social media or font awesome, and then search over there for font awesome Facebook or font awesome Twitter, which one you're looking for. It will open up. Let me see if I could do this. Let me just close this one and then let me come here. Font awesome icons, social icons, social icons. It's quite slow, the internet. And then click, you can search here under the free, like let's say the GitHub, for example. You can just look for one of them. No, oh, I think look for this. Oh, sorry, by mistake, I opened up the Pro. Oh, I'm so sorry. I opened up my Pro website. Oh, okay. Instead of that, we could just Google for font much easier, right? Yeah. So yes, there you go, far GitHub, or you can go here, font awesome here. Yeah, there you go. You can already see it here. So similarly, you can follow for the others. Let's say, for example, you do this. Yeah, then you, let's say, for example, this one, and then start using it. There you go. So I class fab for GitHub. You already have this code. So copy this to your HTML. So this is how you can do for all. Just telling you the trick for doing it in case you forget. Otherwise, just follow what I'm doing here. Okay. So let me go back here. So you already seen how it is to be done. So you can follow suit for all of the icons that you're using. Where was I? Okay. So fab for GitHub. Forgot to close this. Okay, and then don't forget to close the eye. Okay, there you go. Now what you can do is you can do the similar one for all others. Just leave a gap so that you'll remember. So follow the same for the Twitter, except that in the Twitter, you don't need the ID equal to profile link. This one you only need for your FCC or GitHub. So what I'll do is I'll just copy paste here so to save time, and then remove the ID. And then I'll make the changes for the next one. That's a smarter thing to do. You don't need to waste time. Control C. Then Control V. Yes, and then remove the ID from here because this is only required for one, not for all. Okay, done. So now I just need to replace this link instead of first let me write over here instead of GitHub, this will be for Twitter, let's say. So here I need to replace this with the Twitter link. It's already opened in my computer. So this is my Twitter link. I just copy, Control C. I go back here, Control V. There you go. So I have it here. I then need to change this. Instead of GitHub, just need to change the username. From GitHub, change it to Twitter. Twitter. That's it. So this is done. Again now, I just copy. For the next one, I need after Twitter, let's say I need Facebook. So I just copy this from here. Control C. And Control V. So now I need for Facebook. So let me change the URL to my Facebook page. Okay, where's my Facebook page is here. Okay, so I go here, Control C, and then I go here. Sorry, it's opening up very slowly, so I'm doing it fast. Control V. So this one changed, and then I changed the username from Twitter to Facebook. To make it faster, you can do it this way also. Yeah, so it's quite fast. Then the last one, I need my Pinterest. If you want, I didn't put in my Instagram. Instead of that, you can put in your Instagram. It's totally up to you which all accounts you want to put. Yeah, so then let's save this, and then I go here, I copy this, or rather I copy this again. Okay, Control C, then Control V. So now I want to change from Facebook, I want to change it to Pinterest or Instagram, whichever you like. In my case, it is Pinterest because I have my URL open, so I want to use that. Yeah, so this is my Pinterest page. Oh, where's my Pinterest? Okay, never mind. I just copy this, Control C. I go here, Control V. I just remove this created, I don't need. Okay, then I go and change here the user. Instead of Facebook, the username is Pinterest, so I just change there. Smart move, right? This is how you should be coding. Okay, then save. Nothing yet because we haven't done the styling. Nothing yet. It's there. You can see the icons here, but it's very ugly because we haven't done any styling for this section, right? Okay. So we are still not done. Just one more section. After doing the Pinterest, we need to insert the phone number and the email. So the code is slightly different for that. Okay, I will copy it and then I will again make the necessary changes. Control C, Control V. Now here instead of this, href will be different. The link will be to the email or the Gmail in my case. Okay, now if you remember, you've studied earlier, but if you have not studied, it's okay. So the code for this will be, you have to write this, you have to remember this, mail to. This is the code for Gmail, and then colon and write your email. So mine I'm writing at gmail.com, whatever be your email address, because you want people to see that, or your employer to see that, or company who's hiring to see that. Yeah, because they need to contact you, right? Okay, after that, target and all will remain the same because it will take you to the email page, and class, everything else is same. Okay, the iClass will change. The user for the iClass will change from Pinterest. This will be slightly different. You'll find that when you Google for the font awesome. Nothing to worry about. So this is fast and then far -80. This is a standard code for this. You can always remember this. Yeah, and then just bring it closer. Fast far 80 at. Yeah, and then of course everything else remains the same. So let's save it. Yeah, then we need one more thing for the phone number. Don't forget that. Okay, that's the last one of the link. So I just do one more copy paste. Haha. Okay, Control C, Control V. So here instead of I changed the link for the A tag here to the telephone number. So the code also slightly different. So it's TEL 060. Okay. Now I'm going to write fictitious number here for this sake, so that nobody gives me any prank calls. Haha. Okay, something like this, like depending on the country code, we can give the number. Okay, and then target, everything remains the same. The far icon will change. So this first one will be the same. The first one will be the same. The user one will change. So it will be, instead of far at, it will be far dash mobile, MOBILE dash alt, ALT. So that's it. So we are done for this section. The div is here, section is here. So we've finished until the whole section. Save it. Now we have to do the CSS. If you see here, even your phone mobile is here. See, you can see it here, but all in white because we haven't done the styling yet. So let's head back to our styling sheet here in the CodePen. Okay, let's do it fast before you get bored. Haha. Okay, faster, faster. The CodePen is really slow. Fast. Okay, when I try to do fast, it becomes even slower. My CodePen. Okay, there you go. So now let's start doing the CSS. Yeah. So CSS is quite interesting because once you start doing the CSS, all your code will only show up that time, especially for your icons. Okay. So first, if you remember, we've done the contact section class. So dot contact section. What was my class? Contact section. Okay, here. Contact section. Display. Obviously, flex is the easiest. So I'm doing flex. Flex direction. Now here, flex direction, I'm doing column as I did for other section. I'll be doing a separate class on flex, so just hang on to that. Now the reason I'm doing column is, as you know already, when you scroll the page, we are going vertically from top to bottom. That's why we've been doing column, as I mentioned in the last class. Justify content, of course, center, align item center, faster, text align center, also center. There you go. As you can see, the moment I do this, align item center, justify content center, it's already come to the center of the page. And width, I need to give it a width, right? Otherwise it will be just tiny, 100%, so that it covers up nicely the full width. Then height, 180 VH. You can decide on the height, width, dimensions, etc. That's your personal choice. You can experiment and see. For the time being, I've given this. Background color, I'm giving black. Again, up to you what color you want to give. So we are done for this section. So as you can see, it's showing just black. And wait, it's not looking nice because it's all black and the icons are not showing because we haven't colored it right. Okay, so let me do some more coloring. Dot contact. So under the contact header class, remember this contact header class, I need to style the H1, the header. So I give a nice font weight of bold. So that it shows nicely, bold or bolder, whatever you call it. Nice and bold, big bold. Then color, font color, white. Then text align again, center as usual. Display, block. I've been following block for the letters and headers. So I just continue with that. Margin top. Now I give a pixel of minus. I'll tell you why, because when you do the contact, as you see here, if I don't do this, it's like this now. Now if I give a margin top of minus 490 pixels, where's my social gone? Okay, it's gone upstairs, but doesn't matter. Let me continue with my coding first. Font size, 50 pixels. Let me remove the margin top for the time being. So that it shows up again. Yeah, now it's fine. It's showing. Okay. Oh. There you go, like this, something like this, right? Okay. Now it's still tiny, so let's do some other magic to get it bigger. 4. Contact point. Display flex again. Text direction. Here, the text direction, I'm not giving anything. Just leave it as none for the time being. Okay, then it will go vertical, so I just remove. Sorry, it's text decoration none, because direction we've already done. List style type none, because you want to get rid of whatever bullets, etc. Font weight, bold, something wrong here. Flex direction column. Okay, one second. I think no need to write this, and No need to write this also, it's already taken care of. Okay, even if, let's say, if I don't write this, I think no need. Yeah, there is no need for that. Okay, sometimes if you repeat, then it will get uglier. Okay, cursor, pointer, it is like this. When you use this is the pointer, finger pointing. Yeah. Justify content, align items, then you have width 40 pixels. I just did it with a different experimentation, width of the whole thing. Yeah, you can keep changing it. Height, let's say 90 pixels. You'll get to see the results in a short while. Line height, that is the distance between the lines, 100 pixels. Yeah, there it's gone a bit down. Position, center, of course. Now you have it, the distance. This is the line height, then position center as compared to the header. Float. Remember I told you last class also, float left means float fit. There you go. Now it's floating. Earlier it was just stuck to one another. Now it's moving from left to right, as you can see the movement. So it's nicely placed. Yeah. And now you need to give a bit of margin for the placement. Margin, you need margins between all between and surrounding. So margin clockwise 20 pixels, 65 pixels. This you need to experiment depending on your website, so it is very personalized. So what happens is this margin, left margin 20, yeah, this is the right 65, and so if you do, you have to keep changing these dimensions. So it's, sorry, 20 is top, so top, right, bottom, left, in the clockwise order. This is what, so you need to keep experimenting with it to see what fits your site best. Save. So the top is 20 pixels, bottom 20, yeah, uh, top, bottom, then left the distance, the left margin 65, and here 0. So you just have to keep doing it and experimenting it to see. Yeah. Later you can see, I think there's a tutorial on margin. If I'll just see if I have, I'll just put a link there. Otherwise I'll create one for you, because this is not into, I'm not into margin tutorial. It goes very deep into that. Yeah. So let's not go too deep into that, I mean. But I think you have got more or less some idea. But if you still have doubts on this margin or padding, do let me know, then I can explain in depth. Okay. So we are done for this part, and then contact section, header, contact point. Just last one more thing to do, and boom, we are done. Okay, so this is the social links. We haven't done that. So remember, we gave dot social link for the div at the beginning. So just do that, and then more or less we are done. Social links. That was somewhere here at the beginning, if you remember. Yeah. There you go. Here. Yeah, div class social link. So I'm styling that. Display again flex. because in the flex, if you display the parent, then all will be set. The children that follows all the branches, you can do flex, and then in one shot, it's easier to align. Justify content, center, because we need it in the center of the page. Align item center, of course. Then you have width. We want the full width, 100%, nicely distributed, as you can see. And margin top, 100. Oh no, sorry, 1000 pixels. Okay, this is the reason it goes down, because we want it to go down. That's why I've written margin top. No, maximum. I'm so sorry. Maximum width should be 1000, not margin top. Contact, where did it go? Okay, now I have it back again. Yeah, it's okay now. Maximum width is 1000 px. Remember, this is the width we have used for other sections, so that's why I'm using it here as well, so that it's in proportion to the other sections, doesn't look out of proportion. Margin top, okay, let's not use this. What if I don't use this? I'll just check it out later. Okay, it's nicely fitted in here. Then you have the flex wrap. So that everything is nicely wrapped, follows the order. Font size, because if you give it a flex lab, you know, it will be in continuation with the all other sections, and even here with the header, it will be all in sync. Font size 50px, so that it becomes bigger and more visible. Here it's not showing. There you go, nice and big. So when I do, okay, so let's now, when you do contact, this shows. So what about the color? I think the color is not showing, so if I do color here, white smoke. Okay, I think I need to do it in the other section. Where did I miss out on that? I think I've already given it a color. Or what you can do is you can separately assign colors. 1 second. Let's save this. So let's say, okay, so let's say here, this was iClass's GitHub. dot font color white. Let's see if this works. Oh, sorry. Yes, it works. I don't know, in my previous code file, I just didn't do it separately, it worked. But never mind, you have different ways to do it. So this works. Then keep on doing that separately. Or you can do it all together, but I just prefer to do it this way. Dot far dash or you can make it like blue. Let's see if it works. Oh, spelling mistake. No, I think all black, all white would look nicer. I prefer that way. White. Yeah, let's make everything white in sync. So I can even do it this way. Dot far dash Pinterest. Then sorry, it's better to do it differently. Don't want any confusion. Okay, because it will have a different meaning if you do it that way. Sorry about that. Dot far dash Pinterest. You don't have to follow this styling. You can give it other colors, the original color. That's up to you. Because I've given it like this in my original file, so I want to stick to that. Yeah, and I want to give it a black and white theme. Then what was the one for the at? Where is the Gmail gone? Gmail.far at color white, so that all are black and white scheme. Yeah, it looks nice. Then dot far dash mobile. Oh, mobile dash alt. Forgot that. Now it will change. Nice. Okay, so we saved everything. So let's go back to the full view and check it out. Change the view to full page. Somebody said I didn't show the full page last time. Sorry about that. So I'm showing it now. So in the about section, you see the hover effect. You have this welcome thing going here, words, and then you have the background picture. In the work section, you have all your projects listed here. Yeah, you can scroll here to get the social. Yeah, or it will also come up if you press contact. Either ways. Is nice and centered. But again, you can play around and change the distance here. I remember that's why I had taken the margin top. Here, it's like this. When you take the contact section, it's like this, right? So my social icon has gone a bit to the bottom, so can be fixed by doing the negative margin top as I did earlier. Yeah, and then when you go here to the individual projects, somebody wanted to know that, like if you click here, it will take you to the, open the link in the new tab also you can do, so that I don't want to disturb this. It will bring you to that project if you do it there. Let it open up. So this is what you wanted to see last time, right? So you can do it that way. So all these pages will take you to the individual pages, and accordingly, so this is how you do. But we haven't done the footer yet. Yeah. So let's see if we passed already. Run the test. Yeah, 11. Just one more. We continue it in the next section, and I'll see what's more missing. There'll be one more section where I do the footer. Yeah, I know which one is not passing because I haven't done it for the responsiveness. I haven't done the check for responsiveness. I'll do it in the next class. But let me bring it back to the change view and editor. And then if I do the margins once more, some fixing, then the contact section will, the header will come up a bit. You can do the minus adjustments as I was doing a while ago. So let me just see if I can fix that. Margin top, margin tops, and the header. Okay, so let's go to our header part. This is faster while scrolling. It's slow. Okay, there we go. So we are heading here. So the header, I want to bring it up. Remember, it's gone down a bit. So adjust the margin top. Remember, if you do the minus sign, it will bring it up. So margin top. Margin top. I remember I did like 400. This takes time, so I'm not showing how you can just put different figures and check it out. The margin top is now assigned a value of minus 490 px. So let's bring it here. Yeah, as you can see, it's come a bit up. So let's bring this here. But the header is not showing. The icons are showing, right? So I need to do one more adjustment here. So I did the adjustment for the H1, and then I need to do the adjustment for the icons also. So let me see my measurements that I've done already, so that I don't need to sit here and do the measurements now, because this needs a bit of time to sit around and figure out what measurements to do. Where's my measurements gone? Okay, my social links, they are the ones where I need to adjust the height because it's not in proportion to the header. One is showing, the other one is not showing. So I do the margin top for that as well. Margin top, I do minus 300 pixels. This you have to keep experimenting, so it takes time. So in case it goes up here and there, then only. So let's see the full view once again. Full view carefully. I don't want my open file to switch off. Okay. So here you've already seen this. This is the about already. Then your work section. Then your contact. Yeah. Now this is nice. So you can also go to work section, and then when you scroll here, it will automatically take you to the social page. You can do it this. You can go to the work section, and then when you scroll down, it will take you to this. Yeah. I haven't done my footer yet. So I will be doing the footer and the responsiveness in the next tutorial. So as of now, we have fixed this part. Okay, and this is the project section. As I showed you earlier, this is a welcome section. So you can scroll like this. And one more thing I needed to show you. I've already shown you how by clicking the individual ones, it will take you to the page. And even this, when you do the show all, open the link in the new tab. I don't want to miss out this page. It will take you to the CodePen file. And what else did I not show you? Yeah, I think I've shown you more or less everything. So when you click here, it will take you to the, oh, it is so slow. There you go. When you say show all, it will take you to my page in CodePen where all my projects are there. There you go. So you can scroll like this and reach out to all of them. So that's the idea of doing the show all over there. So let me take it back there. Yeah, one more thing I needed to show you in the contact page. When you click here, okay, let's do one for example. When I click the GitHub icon, it will take you to my, because remember we wanted it to open in a new tab. That's why we did the target, the code for the target underscore blank. There you go. So this will take you to my GitHub page. That's the idea. And then when you go here and when you click here to Twitter, it will take you to the Twitter page. Oh, Twitter. Oh, okay. Something is gone wrong. Sometimes Twitter blocks if you put it in the CodePen. I don't know. I face this issue again and again. Let me take you to the, yeah, Pinterest will not be a problem. It doesn't block, but Twitter, I don't know why it sometimes blocks when you do it in the CodePen. I need to complain to them. So this is opening up my Pinterest. You can even refer there for all my tutorial videos, etc. are there. Oh my God, it's so slow. There you go. This is my tech page on Twitter. Sorry, on Pinterest. It's like opening up really, really slow. Yeah, there you go. So this is all that you can see here, and so on. Let me see. So this is how you can open up. When you do Pinterest, you've already seen, and when you do this, it will open like this. Make a call from Samsung. Interesting, right? And when you do here the Gmail, it will actually, it's supposed to open the, yeah, there you go. It will open the page from where you can email, the email box. So this is how it happens. So now I have shown you all how the page works. Only left to be seen is the footer section, which we actually don't need for the test, but I'll still show you how to do a very simple minimal footer, one line, because that's not very essential for this, and also how to do the responsiveness. So we'll see that in the next lesson, in the next tutorial. Until then, stay safe and stay subscribed. If you haven't yet subscribed, remember to subscribe so that you get access to many more web development tutorials from scratch, from the beginner level until the expert level. I'll be also doing a lot of JavaScript coding lessons, so watch out for that in the next coming weeks. If you really want to go from a beginner level, yeah, then this is the right place you've come to, and remember to subscribe. Bye, see you in the next tutorial.